Why are y'all so angry? You have the White House. You have both houses of Congress. You have a Supreme Court that is completely obedient to your president. They're willing to give him unlimited power. They're willing to say that he can take SEAL Team 6 and kill anybody he wants. They were willing to affirm that. They're willing to say that ICE can racially profile anybody they want. The United States Supreme Court has said you can racially profile Latinos based on their accent or the way they look. You guys have everything you want. You have legal racial profiling. You've ended DEI. You've ended affirmative action. You get all the best jobs even if you're not qualified. You can be a Fox Weekend host and be the Defense Department's Secretary of Defense. You can be Kash Patel and be a podcaster who wants to go to Valhalla and run the FBI as long as you're conservative. You have everything. Why are y'all so angry? What the fuck are you angry about? You've banned all of our books. You've banned Black history. You banned the 1619 Project. You don't have to compete with women for jobs. You've chased them out of the military. You've chased them out of the senior positions in the Department of Defense. You've gotten rid of all the Black history in the museums. Museums are terrified. I have contacts that I'm talking to inside of the Interior Department, people who are running all of those spaces where you can go and see a Civil War memorial or something. The people who work in these places are terrified. They're afraid to tell the real history. The people who are working for the federal government are afraid to say the word Black. You guys have canceled Black scholarships. You're damn near, I guess, ready to get rid of HBCUs. Donald Trump just recently said they're not going to fund any minority serving institution. Y'all have gotten rid of that. You've gotten rid of help for Black kids to go to college. What more do you want? What are you so angry about? I go every so often, I go and look on X Twitter. Y'all are the maddest people ever. Y'all are so angry for people who have everything. Y'all said you want your country back. You have it. The rest of us are sitting back and trying to keep our peace and preserve our peace while you all are running the country. If the airlines are crashing, that's you. That's the people you wanted to run the United States government. The FBI, y'all are laughing at them on X Twitter and saying that they look ridiculous. That's your FBI. They've purged the people who made the FBI what it was. It's not what you wanted. You have your podcasters running the FBI. You have your friend from the real world running the Department of Transportation. That's what you wanted. There's no longer a gay guy there. The gay guy's gone. The gay guy's at home with his kid and his husband. He's not in charge anymore. The Department of Justice is what you wanted. It's your Justice Department that won't release the Epstein files. If you're mad about the Epstein files, you shouldn't be mad at me and the left. You need to be mad at Donald Trump. You all have the country. You run every red state like it's already Project 2025. You won't let women have abortions in Texas. They're literally dying of sepsis. That's what you wanted. You wanted women to have only 6 weeks to get an abortion in Georgia. You got it. You wanted Texas to be a petri dish and a laboratory for every right-wing, anti-Black, anti-gay, anti-trans idea. And you also got rid of vaccines. Every child in Florida is now going to go to school with kids who could give them measles, mumps, and rubella and COVID. That's what y'all wanted. You now have a paradise in Florida where you can get sick, cough on people, let them die of whatever disease you're carrying. It's almost like you've got the pilgrims again that can come and cough on all the natives and take them out. That's what you wanted. You got it. You wanted Florida to be that. It's that. You wanted the United States to be Florida. It's that. But yet you all are still so angry. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand it. I don't mean to rant and rave, but I am genuinely trying to get to the bottom of what you all are so angry about. And I think I have a suspicion and I have a guess. What you all are angry about is that while you have gotten everything you wanted on the right, we on the other side won't give you love for it. We won't respect you for it. We won't hail you for it. We won't respect you and say, hey, we want to, have you at the Oscars. We want to fet you. We want to make you guys, we want to wrap our arms around you. You want us to embrace you. You don't just want to run us and tell us what to do and tell us what to think and tell us what to read and tell us what history we can have. You don't just want to tell us what to do. You want us to embrace you. What you really want is to sit at our table. You're mad because while you are running the country into the ground, you're destroying your own farmers with tariffs. You're destroying your own farmers by taking away their subsidies that used to go with USAID. You got what you wanted. They've ended the farm subsidies. These are the things y'all asked for. You got your big, beautiful budget. That's what you wanted. Trump gave it right to you. You got your permanent tax cut. You're still pissed because the left, the other side, the majority, we still cannot stand you. We cannot stand Christian nationalism. We don't want it. And because we will not say we want your Christian nationalism, we embrace your Christian nationalism. We like your Christian nationalism. We like you. Because we won't do that, that's why you're still mad. But guess what we're going to keep on doing? We're going to keep on being moisturized and unbothered, and we still not going to like it. We're never going to like Christian nationalism. We're never going to accept it. We're never going to be down with it. And our squad is bigger than your squad at the end of the day. We have the Boricuas. We got the Mexican Americans. They done woke up. They said, whoo, Lord, let's go ahead and go with these folks. We got the spicy whites. The spicy white folk are with us. They're with us. Right? We got the Asian Americans who woken up and said, whoa, we better be with them. Right? Chinese Americans, they see you. Japanese Americans are like, you're going to do internment again? We see you.
South Koreans
are like, whoa, we see you. Y'all gonna kick the South Koreans out. Now you're going to cry because Georgia's going to have a worse economy because you're not going to get to have the South Koreans teaching y'all to have those high-tech jobs. The South Koreans are like, oh, well, sure hate it. Africa's like, we're just going to do business with each other. We got BRICS. We don't need y'all. Tourists are like, we don't need y'all. The African Americans, the Caribbean Americans are getting together and say, yo, why are we fighting each other? Caribbean Americans are like, yo, we were y'all. We've been hip hop together. Let's go off. And you're mad at us because we do not want to be with you. This America you want, that's yours, y'all.
I want to talk to all the Black Americans who are jumping out of the window in support of Iran right now. I want y'all to really think about this. Yes, the Ayatollah Khomeini did release black hostages in 1979, I believe it was. I did a video on it. It's going viral right now. It's like at 140,000. I'll need y'all to understand that that was then and this is now. And at the end of the day, you're American, and the fate of you and your family depends on Americans being victorious. Okay? So, yes, he threw us a bone and let the hostages go back in 1979. But this is 2026, and we're American. If America loses, where are you going to go? You can't go to Iran. They don't want you over there. Trust and believe me. So I'm not saying pick a side. I'm not saying be on American side, because I personally don't agree with the reasoning behind us being over there or even helping. What I'm saying is think twice about it, and don't be an idiot and hate your own country, because this is our country, America. Don't think twice about it. Don't be one of these little silly fools running around here. You're on Iran's side, because trust me, if your ass was in Iran, you would not be treated the way you're treated here. You wouldn't have the rights that you have here. Trust and believe me. Okay. So yeah, good looking out, Ayatollah Khomeini, for letting them niggas go back in 1979, but it's 2026 now. I wish you guys the best. I don't want no bombs dropped on you guys, but I'm American, and my freedom, my children's freedom, and their future depends on America winning any fucking battle we enter into. You guys got to stop being so emotional and use logic. Let's say we lost. Let's say Iran, Russia, and China did bomb the shit out of us. That means you're gone too. You kids and you fools don't think about that type of stuff. It's like every video you make, you're here comfortable talking to an iPhone, electricity, plumbing, and you want us to be bombed to smithereens by another fucking country. Black people, wake up. Please wake up.
Hi guys, my name is Mirabelle and you are welcome to my channel. Listen, this conversation right here? A lot of people are not ready for it. Because it's one thing to talk about politics, it's another thing to talk about why people are really mad underneath all of that noise. And what we're seeing right now is very strange. You have a group of people who got almost everything they said they wanted politically, power, influence, policies going their direction, and yet they are still angry. Not just annoyed, not just frustrated, angry. And the question is, why? Because if you won, if the system is working in your favor, if the rules are being rewritten the way you like, why are you still this bothered? And more importantly, why does it seem like the real frustration is not about politics at all, but about Black people not reacting the way they expected? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Let's watch what people are saying. So the core argument in this video is actually very simple, but it hits deep. The idea is this. A lot of white Americans are not just upset about politics, they're upset because Black Americans are choosing not to engage emotionally anymore. Not arguing. Not begging. Not explaining. Not performing outrage on demand. just watching, and in many cases, stepping back. And that silence? That's what's bothering people. Because historically, the system has always relied on black reaction, pain reaction, injustice protest, disrespect explanation. But now, more and more people are like, we've said everything that needs to be said. And that shift is uncomfortable for people who are used to being the center of the conversation. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The video points out something a lot of people don't want to admit. Some of the same policies that were pushed to put black people in their place are starting to affect everybody. We're talking about cuts to programs, education changes, economic pressure, social division. And suddenly, people are realizing, wait, this system isn't just hurting them, it's hurting us too. That's the part nobody likes to say out loud. Because the idea was always, as long as we're above them, we're fine. But what happens when the system doesn't stop at them? What happens when it keeps going? And then there's the hypocrisy part, which is honestly hard to ignore. You'll see people who were anti-war yesterday, suddenly supporting conflict today. People who said government overreach is bad, now cheering policies that control other people's lives. And it raises a real question. Was it ever about principles, or was it about who those principles were applied to? Because when the target changes, suddenly the energy changes too.
This is a message from the blacks to the Iranian military. We don't have nothing to do with the United States. So please, if there's any way you can leave us out of it, we have a number, we have an email address. Black Twitter is up and running. If you can just tweet us what's going to happen before it happens so that we can move accordingly. We just want to put it out there. The United States does not represent us. Anything they say is being told against our will. We promise you we do not agree with anything they are saying. We as a black community, we have been, oppressed for a very long time. We are all very tired, but we're also a really, really good time. So we just feel like if we can just all get on the same side, if we can just have a little chat before anything happens, not saying anything will happen, but in the event that it does, can the blacks get a heads up first? I mean, I just ran the other day, so we really have a lot in common already. We keep inviting people to the cookout, but it's not a real cookout, but for you, we can put a little something on the grill. If there's something that you like, if you like chicken, if you don't eat the red meat, that's fine. We can really throw down with chicken and shrimp. It's really whatever you want. Just let us know ahead of time. So yes, if there's any information that you have, please tweet at Black Twitter, hashtag Black Twitter, so we can spread the word in our community. We won't tell nobody else. We promise you. We don't believe in snitching here. You tell us, it's lips sealed, zipped, put away, key thrown away. Yeah, just let us know.
So how are you feeling about the Iran war?
I just feel like they're doing all of this to basically cover for the Epstein files. We're not fooled. We know what's going on. They're doing this. They don't want to admit the truth. So you start a war to distract all of the American citizens from what's going on right now. Yeah. And it's just ridiculous. I'm actually ashamed, a little bit embarrassed to be calling myself an American with everything that's going on. This is not how America should be. People should come over here to have free lives, independent lives, live their lives, do whatever they want to do. People come to this country to make their dreams come true, not to be locked up in a concentration camp. That's not normal. We literally have concentration camps right now in Texas. That's not normal at all. And they're using the media to distract us from all of that and make us forget. And we shouldn't. We all need to pay attention to what's going on right now in the world.
Wow. Thank you.
Iran. On behalf of the black community, I just want to say, we are not in this. We are not in this. We don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke. We don't want no missiles. We don't want none of that. The other day, I was driving somewhere and I heard an alarm and I almost panicked. I said, God damn, they coming to California too.
Hey, Iran. How you guys doing? I know you guys are upset right now with what's happening in your country, and I would be upset too, but I just want to clarify a few things. We had nothing to do with it, and I speak for all black people we had nothing to do with this. And I'm gonna include anyone who did not vote for this guy. We had nothing to do with what's happening in your country. So when you guys decide to whatever you want to do, just remember, we had nothing to do with this. Thank you.
Another major point from the video is this idea of self-destruction. And I know that sounds dramatic, but hear this clearly. When a system is built on division, eventually, it runs out of people to divide. When you normalize taking rights, opportunities, and resources from one group, you create a blueprint. And that blueprint doesn't just disappear. It gets reused. And this is where the divide and conquer conversation comes in. The video argues that a lot of this tension is actually manufactured. Not random. Not accidental. But useful. Because while regular people are busy arguing about race, identity, and who deserves what, the people at the top? They're benefiting from all of it. No accountability. No pressure. No unity. Just distraction. Now let's talk about the part that really made people uncomfortable. The idea that black silence right now is not weakness. It's strategy. That's the part a lot of people don't like. Because silence removes access. You can't argue with someone who isn't arguing back. You can't provoke someone who isn't reacting. You can't control a narrative if the other side refuses to participate. And for people who are used to that back and forth, it feels like losing control of the conversation. But let me be real for a second. This doesn't mean everything is perfect. It doesn't mean people don't care. It doesn't mean issues disappeared. It just means some people are choosing where to put their energy now. And honestly, after years of saying the same things over and over again, you can't really be shocked that people are tired. At the end of the day, this video isn't really about who's right or who's wrong. It's about understanding a shift. A shift in energy. A shift in engagement. A shift in how people respond to systems that they feel were never built for them in the first place. And whether you agree or disagree, you can't ignore that something has changed. The question is, are people actually mad about politics, or are they mad they can't control the reaction anymore? Because those are two very different conversations. Anyway guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you agree with this perspective, or do you think it's completely off? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.